Hello everyone. Today in this video, I'll show you how to populate or load a choice column or dropdown. List dynamically. From A. Custom API call in Copilot Studio, and for example, this is my app or adaptive card I have designed for. Currency conversion here. I will populate or load the choice column value dynamically from a third-party API call. I'll load all the global currencies across the world. Then, once the user selects from currency and to currency and enters the amount, click on the Convert button. Then I will call another third-party API that will convert your currency to currency, and this will be like a live conversions. For this demo, I have used Currency Beacon's API. So let's say this is my API where I have signed up, and I will be using this API. First, I will use this. Currency CPI to load all the global currencies then display in the drop-down list. Then I will call this API to convert from a source currency to target currency. Okay, so this is my third-party API connector and documentation here, and if I call this API using the API key, and this is the JSON output, and this is the same. As this type is crypto, and this is fiat. Type. I'll load all these currencies to an adaptive card choice column in Copilot. We can see the currency code and name and many other details. I'll take this currency code as a mandatory parameter to convert the currency from the source currency to the target currency, and for this will be the API. This is a very interesting demo. Please stay with me along the demo. You'll learn something new today. For that quickly, I'll give you what exactly I have done here. As I told you, this is the third-party connector or the endpoint I will be using throughout this demo. For that, what I need to do is create a custom connector in my Power Platform environment. And this is the custom connector named Currency Beacon 3. Then I have created a couple of actions like get the latest exchange rates globally. Then I got here convert from source to target currency. Then get global currencies. So here I will be loading or getting all the currencies using this endpoint. I'll call one endpoint to load currencies and another one to convert currency. I've got a separate video on how to create a custom connector. You can have a look at my channel and find them, and I'll mention those video URLs in the comment and description section. You can watch them. Here my topic is different. I'll more focus on dynamically how to load values in the Copilot adaptive card choice column. So, let's get started. What exactly I am doing here? How did I do? Let me brief you before getting into this. Let me give you the demo, and I will explain to you how this is working. I'll just reload my chat panel, and I'll just copy this prompt text. This is nothing, but I'm ensuring this topic should get triggered. No other topic should get triggered. So this is just to ensure that this topic is getting triggered. Yes, it is executing. Let's see what exactly I'm doing here. First, I will show you. Let's say you don't have the API connector, or you don't know connector details. Still, you want to learn how to populate values in the choice column dynamically in your adaptive card in Copilot Studio. So, first I will show you in that case. Just create a sample JSON and store it in a string variable. Programmatically, I'll load that sample currency JSON in my adaptive card choice column. So using this concept, anytime you can connect your Copilot adaptive card with your actual data source using Power Automate or HTTP GET request or custom connector. This is my trigger action, and then I'm just creating a sample string type variable. This is the data I have passed here. I'll copy-paste the sample JSON from here. So this is what I have configured here. Then what I am doing is I am converting this string variable to a record. I've created a separate video on how to parse values in Copilot. You can watch it on my channel. Just quickly, we'll show you how to do that. Select your string variable here. For data type, select from sample data. Then, pass the sample JSON here. Create another variable here and save it. And once you save it, automatically this data type will be changed to record data type. So this is what I did in my action. So already I did that and I could see that this is the record type, and I am just displaying the record in the message box. I am showing like how you can use for all loop to read all these currencies, and from that sample, record, and this is what the for loop function I have used here. And then this is my adaptive card here. And in this adaptive card dynamically, I am reading and loading values. So this is not a static value. This is coming from this record data type currency variable. Next, I'll go to my adaptive card. In the formula part, you can see that I am passing these currencies in this drop-down list. So this is dynamic. Although this data is coming from this sample JSON. Now next thing, I'm going to show you how you can automate this. One, or connect to your third-party API using the custom connector. I will call this API endpoint. Select call in action then. I'll just go to the connector. Then I'll just select this list out the global currencies action. I have selected this action from here, and then I have passed the parameter. So there are two types of currency if you look at this documentation. Fiat and crypto. So I am passing this fiat type then. I will be getting this output, and it will be stored in this variable. Then what I will do is the way I have shown how to parse value. Similarly, I'll parse this output to a record type. This is get all currencies data. Just follow me what I am doing here. First, you need to select the data type, as from sample data. Then pass the sample JSON schema. You can just copy and paste the entire thing and paste it there. Once you save this, it will be converted automatically to record. Here displaying the parse currencies in a message node. Here, I am checking the for all function to ensure this works. I'll use this tested for all loop formula in my adaptive card. Yeah, perfect. This is working. I'm displaying the for all loop. This is not needed. You can ignore this. This is just displaying the same variable here. This is the important part from this demo. So now, I'm going to call all currencies from the API and load them in my choice column. Loading the choice column using the custom API. What I did is, I just went to my adaptive card properties, then edit formula. And here you see that. You just focus on this choice section for all loop. In this, all currencies dynamically is coming from the API, so this is displaying dynamically in the separate drop-down list. And then the same thing I'll pass in another adaptive card. Currency conversion where dynamically I'll pass from and to currency list. Go to from currency. Copy paste the same for all function. Here, one thing I must say is that you cannot copy and paste. This formula box value to another adaptive card. You'll get a missing output and output type error. So if you want to create your own adaptive card using this value will not work. Let's see this statement in action. I am adding a sample adaptive card. I'm replacing this out-of-the-box JSON with my JSON. I see invalid JSON error. That is not going to work. I will get this error. Missing required property output and output type. So, if you want to pass dynamic values to your adaptive card, first you need to pass valid sample JSON and save it. Then from the adaptive card edit formula, you need to replace your dynamic value. For this, I have created another sample template adaptive card here. This is my template adaptive card. You can refer it. Just copy-paste this template JSON. You won't see the errors. See perfectly it's working now. Then you just go to the formula and pass the dynamic parameters as per your need. So that is one thing I must say, and you should consider. Let's delete this out. Now, next thing, once I click on the Convert button, then I need to pass the form currency into currency. And the amount. I will be passing those parameters from the currency conversion adaptive card output. And then I will add a parse value node. I'll pass the parameter from the currency conversion action output. Then, I'll convert this to a record data type as shown above. Then I will display this converted value message. This will be a live conversion of your currency. Let's test this Copilot. This is coming from my static array currency, and though a static, but coming using programmatically. Let's submit this. Let's see what is happening. Okay, I could see the output where I see all global currencies, which are coming from the third-party API using the Power Automate custom connector. These currency values are dynamic coming from the API call. Just for debugging purpose, I've displayed here. I've shown here and see that all global currency is loaded, and after loading, I am passing those. Currencies in this drop-down list dynamically. So this is not fixed or static. These are all coming dynamically from the third-party API. This is a live data. Right, so I'll just simply submit it. After submission, it is showing selected currency. Value in API, USD. I will show you now how to convert this currency from currency to currency. I will just select Euro as a from currency and then I will select something different. AUD as a to currency. I will pass 10,000 as amount. We can see the converted value. So this is the live conversion. Let me do one more. Test here. I'll reload the chat. Let's see. Just follow me what I am doing here. This is global currencies coming from the API call. Select from currency as in USD to currency as in CAD. Canadian dollar. I will pass this time amount as 1,000,000. Let me see what I get. Yes, I can see the converted value from USD to CAD. This is a live conversion that is coming from a third-party API call. That's all for today. You'll get all the source codes and resources used in this demo in my global SharePoint blog post. I will write the blog post URL in the comment and description section. You can refer to those. I hope you liked and enjoyed this demo and learned something new today. Please consider subscribing to my channel and help me to grow on this journey. In the upcoming days, I'll come up with many interesting videos on the latest technologies like Copilot, GenAI, Power Platform, SharePoint Online, and many more. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.